Hello, good morning, students. Today, Wednesday, 10th of June, worksheet 3rd. I have completed a day before yesterday, first 4 sums. Before going to question 5th, you open your page number 60 and 61 of your book. So, day before yesterday, I am telling you about time and work and time and distance. Now, the problems on time and work as well as time and its distance can be solved using the concept of direct and inverse variations. It means in direct and inverse variations, two quantities are given. In direct variations, your condition is the ratio of their corresponding value remains constant, or in inverse variation, the product of their corresponding value is main constant. X and y are two quantities. In direct variations, x upon y is equal to k. Ratio means x upon y. And in inverse variations, product means x into y is equal to k. And I also give the formula of distance. To cover the distance, we require speed and time. So distance is equal to speed into time. This is your main formula. From this formula, you can find either speed or time. Speed is equal to distance upon time, and time is equal to distance upon speed. Speed is equal to distance upon time, and time is equal to. Now, after that, here, now look at the following figures. Look it carefully. Now here, moving object is your, at page number 60 of your before worksheet 3, your moving object is your train, and this is your bridge. This is your bridge. Now this train passes this, cross this bridge. Stationary object. Your stationary object is either fixed pole, signal post, or standing man of negligible dimensions. In this case, we cannot take the dimensions of pole, signal post, and standing man. So total distance traveled is equal to length of a train only. Length of a train only. So distance traveled is equal to length of moving object means length of a train. In case of, if your stationary object is either fixed pole, signal post, or standing man. So distance traveled is equal to distance traveled by a moving object to pass a stationary object of negligible dimension is equal to length of the moving object. Your moving object is your train, length of the train only. But now, if your stationary object is either your platform, bridge, and tunnel, in this case, in this figure, this is your length of a train, and this your stationary object is your tunnel. So to find the total distance traveled by moving object, this is equal to length of a train plus length of a tunnel. Here this tunnel has the dimensions. For example, it is 50 meter, 100 meter, 200 meter, and so on. Also your bridge, also your platform, also your tunnel, bridge. So moving, so total distance traveled is equal to length of a train plus length of stationary object. Now here, distance traveled by moving object to pass a stationary object of some length is equal to length of the moving object plus length of the stationary object. So we go for worksheet 3rd, question number 5th. Your question number 5th is that a train 280 meter long, 280 meter is the unit of distance. So this 280 meter is your length of a train running at a speed of 42 km per hour. Kilometer per hour is the unit of speed. Here length of a train is given in meter, but speed is given in kilometer per hour. Unit are different. First we convert into same unit. Convert kilometer per hour into meter per second. So to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, we multiply the given number by 1000 and divide it by 3600. 3600. How much time will it take to pass a man standing on a platform? Now here your stationary object is your man. Your moving distance traveled by moving object is equal to only length of a train. We cannot take a dimensions, negligible dimensions, because here man is standing on a platform. So total distance traveled is equal to length of a train. So solve the sum. Distance d is equal to 280 meter. Speed s is equal to 42 kilometer per hour. Convert kilometer per hour into meter per second. So 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter, and per hour multiply 42 kilometer per hour by 1000 and divide by 3600. So this kilometer per hour is converted into meter per second. It is equal to 35.3. 2020 6 7 ja 6 is jar 3 2 ja 6 5 7 5 ja 35.3 meter per 35.3 meter is your distance, and per second is means 1 second. It means 35.3 meter distance is covered by a train in 1 second. So here 35.3 is your distance and 1 second is your time. So distance, two quantities are distance in meter x and time in second y. 35.3 in 1 second and 280 meter is your distance. Now it will time taken by this is your x. So this is a direct relations. Therefore x upon y is equal to k. 280 upon x is equal to 35.3 into 1. X is equal to 3 into 280 upon 35 is equal to 35 1s are 8, a 3s are 24. So time taken is equal to 24 seconds. We can also solve this sum directly, that is distance is equal to 280, speed is equal to 42 kilometer. Convert kilometer per hour into meter per second. It is equal to 35.3 meter per second. Now if distance and speed are given, then time will be distance upon speed. 280 meter upon 35.3 meter per second. Meter cancels. Now this 3 goes to in numerator. 218 to 3 upon 35. 8 jar, 8 3 jar 24 seconds. We can also solve these sums directly using the concept of distance is equal to speed into time. But better way is that if you can use the concept of direct and inverse relations, so that examiner cannot deduct your marks in your exam. Okay. Now next question 6. A train 350 meter long crosses an electric pole. Now here stationary object is your electric pole. So distance traveled is equal to only length of a train in 28 seconds. Here distance in meter and time in seconds. Find the speed in kilometer per hour. In the end, convert your speed in kilometer per hour. First you can find speed in meter per second. Distance d is equal to 350 meter, time t is equal to 28 seconds, because in this case again electric pole and a train 350 meter long crosses an electric pole in 28 seconds. So again we cannot take a dimensions negligibles. So distance traveled is equal to length of a train, distance in meter x 350 and time taken 28. If your distance is x, then time will be your 1. Again this is a direct relations. X upon y is equal to k, x upon 1 is equal to 350 upon 28, or x is equal to 350 upon 28 is equal to 25.2 meter per second. Now convert meter per second into kilometer per hour. Now in first sum we convert kilometer per hour into meter per second. So we multiplied the given number by 1000 divided by 3600. But here we can convert meter per second into kilometer per hour. So find the reciprocal. We multiply the given number by 3600 and divide by 1000. 20 7 5 jar 2, 2 2 jar 4, 9 jar 9 5 jar 45 kilometer per hour. Or directly we can use the formula of distance. Distance is given, time is given, speed is equal to distance upon time. 350 upon 28 is equal to 25 upon 2 meter per second, and convert into kilometer per hour. It is equal to 45 kilometer per hour. Next question number 7. A train 150 meter long is running at a length of train is 150 meter is running at 72 kilometer per hour. Kilometer per hour is the unit of speed. Again speed is given in kilometer per hour. Convert this speed into meter per second multiplied by 1000 and divide by 3600. it is equal to 20 meter. You remember that 72 kilometer per hour is equal to 20 meter per second, and 20 meter per second is equal to 72 kilometer per hour. It crosses a bridge. Now here a stationary object is your bridge. So total distance traveled is equal to length of a train plus length of a bridge. In 13 seconds, find the length of the bridge. Here the length of the bridge is equal to x meter. Total distance traveled is equal to length of train plus length of a bridge. Length of a train is 150 plus length of bridge is equal to x. Speed is equal to 72 kilometer per hour. Convert kilometer per hour is 1000 divided by 3600. 2020 36 2 10 2 20 meter. 20 meter per second is equal to 72 kilometer per hour, or 72 kilometer per hour is equal to 20 meter per second. Time is equal to 13 seconds. Now distance, here two quantities are distance and time. Distance in meter, time in second, xy. 20 meter distance, 20 meter covered in 1 second, and 150 plus x in 13 seconds. Again this is a direct derivations. X upon y, 150 plus x whole upon 13 is equal to 20 upon 1. 150 plus x is equal to 20 into 13, 260, or x is equal to 260 minus 150 is equal to 110. So 110 is your x is your length of a bridge. Thus length of a bridge is equal to 110 meter. So homework, do questions 8, 9 and 10. But in 8, 9 and 10, your moving object is your stationary object is your, in this case in stationary object, your total distance traveled is equal to length of a train plus length of moving object. Now question number, look here 8. How long will a train, 120 meter long, length of a train is 120 meter, take to clear a platform? You can find the total distance traveled is equal to length of a train plus length of platform. 120 plus 130 is equal to 250 meter. If its speed is 50 km per hour. Now convert speed किलोमीटर पर आवर इंटू मीटर पर सेकंड. यहाँ से आपको डिस्टेंस और 1 सेकंड आपको आ जाएगा, और आपको टोटल डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल 250. यहाँ से आपने टाइम निकालना है. क्या निकालना है? टाइम. ऐसे देखो सेम, ए ट्रेन 210 मीटर लॉन्ग, लेंथ ऑफ ए ट्रेन 210 मीटर्स, took 12 seconds, time 12 seconds to pass a 90 meter long tunnel. Length of a tunnel is equal to 90 meter. Find the speed of the train. इसमें भी वैसा ही आएगा. आपको टोटल डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल आपको दिया हुआ लेंथ ऑफ ए ट्रेन प्लस लेंथ ऑफ ए टनल, टाइम आपको 12 दिया, और x और 1 आपने इसको निकालना है डायरेक्ट वेरिएशन से आपने करना है. ऑल सम्स आर फ्रॉम योर डायरेक्ट वेरिएशंस, रेशियो ऑफ देयर कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग वैल्यू. Last sum also, train 270 meter long is running at 80 km. Convert this speed into meter per second, and total distance traveled is equal to length of a train plus length of a platform. 270 plus 130, 400, and one distance from this 80 km per hour to convert into meter per second, and time is given. After that find your time. So do this worksheet 3, and yesterday I have not given you homework, but I am telling you that we are conducting after 20th of this June online multiple choice, your pre-mid-term exam. Your syllabus will be 3 chapters, that is squares and square root, cubes and cube root, and mensurations. So I also given you 3 examples. I frame 3 multiple choice questions. You have to tick the correct one. In this way, this test will be all subject, not only maths, all subject. So start from after 20th of June, you have to given a date sheet. In 1 hour you have to complete, and this is your app, that is Google Form. In Google Form, online test, time is your 1 hour, questions will be 20. In maths you have to only multiple choice questions, and in other subject you have to some of short answer type questions also given. So please revise these 3 chapters, square and square root, cube and cube root, and mensuration. You can frame so many questions of multiple choice questions. First of all you have to solve it, then you have to take the correct answers. So thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Bye.